Hi, I'm Liz Hammonds at AQS QuiltWeek in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm standing here with Kris Vierra, a third place winner of the Large Quilts Movable Machine Quilted category. Tell me about your beautiful quilt, Karma Chameleon.
Well, thank you, and thanks for sponsoring this, because I love the fact that you guys give us a place to show off our work. This is all based off of Indian henna tattoos, and I like quilting with Indian henna tattoos, but I wanted to do something that added a little bit more traditional, hence the cross hatching and the micro stippling in it, just to kind of set off the more Indian exotic designs. Wow. And I love the juxtaposition between the two of them.
This is a truly stunning whole cloth quilt. Is it free-handed?
It is all free-handed.
Oh my
I do everything, you know, the only way the machine moves is if I move it.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you can see it on here, but these lines are just absolutely perfect. It's really incredible workmanship, and the tiny little stippling that you've done in between here is phenomenal. How did you mark this quilt?
I like to use the blue line, the ones that you get wet and they go away.
Okay.
They work great for this sort of thing. Anytime you're using a white sort of quilt, if you use a blue line marker pen, then you don't have to worry about taking it off like you might with, say, a pencil or chalk. The only thing that you have to make sure of when you do that is that you have to totally wash it, because if you do not totally submerge it and let it get washed, what's going to happen is those lines will come back later because they get stuck in the batting and they will turn your quilt yellow, and that's really sad. And when you do wash it, make sure that you don't ever use any detergent until it's entirely soaked free.
That's good to know. How many whole cloth quilts like this have you done?
That's a good question. 4, 5? 4? I don't know, a lot.
A lot. And okay, if we were to guess how much thread it takes to do something like this, do you know?
I do, actually. This has about 14,000 yards of thread in it.
Okay, so we're talking
14,000
yards.
Miles of thread.
Miles of thread. How incredible. Well, congratulations. And I want to ask you, too, about what you're wearing. Tell me about this beautiful coat.
This is an original design coat that was actually made for the So Boutique Fashion Challenge. So they gave us this fabric, and we had to use a recognizable amount of it in the garment.
Okay.
And when I saw it, I thought, I'd been thinking about this coat for a long time, but I thought this was the perfect fabric to bring this coat to life. And this is my 60s Stevie Nicks Flower Power inspired coat. In fact, you can see it actually says Flower Power on the
Flower
back.
Power, I love it. It's beautiful. And I was watching you update about this on Facebook, and you said, I'm doing something for myself. So was this really fun to make?
It was incredibly fun to make. I don't get a chance very often to do things for myself, and I really missed it. You have to make time for yourself, even whether you quilt as a hobby or you quilt for hire and stuff. It's too easy to go, well, I've got to take the kids to school, and I've got to wash this, and I've got to do that, and I've got to do the customer quilts, and not to make time for yourself. And you really have to make time for yourself to enjoy that art and just rejuvenate.
Well, and sometimes that's when the most beautiful things happen.
It is, and it's fun, you know, you got to play. And of course, because me, I have to have pockets, but they also have to be purple.
Oh, beautiful.
You know, because
I love it. Well, why not? Purple. I mean, you got the purple hair. Why not the purple pockets? Okay, one more thing. What would you say to quilters who are thinking about maybe entering their quilts but aren't quite sure?
Go for it.
Go for it.
What's the worst thing that happens? You don't win? I don't win a lot. I mean, people say, well, you win everything. No, I don't. What happens is that Facebook is reality TV. It really is. And so you see all these wonderful, perfect things of life. And the same goes for quilting. You know, I won this award. I won that award. Nobody posts, oh, geez, I got shut out again. You know, it doesn't happen.
This is true.
Okay? So I lose just as many as I win, probably more than I win. But if you don't try, there's no point. And I am a firm believer that done is always better than perfect.
Absolutely.
These are supposed to be inspiration, not intimidation. Nobody is born Marilyn Badger or Beth Ann Nemish or any of those people. They worked for it, okay? So when you go to a show, don't go around and look at the quilts and go, oh my God, I'm quitting quilting. I'm never going to do this ever again because I can't compete. Go find one thing you like. So maybe you really like how it's micro stippled, or maybe you want to learn how to cross hatch, or you want to learn just how to do this sort of Mindy designs, the Indian henna tattoos. Pick that one design and focus on it and take it home to learn. Don't get overwhelmed by the whole quilt. Find one little piece of inspiration.
That is great advice, and I will say this is pretty close to perfect, even though you say done is better than perfect. And you heard it from a winner. Enter your quilts at the next AQS QuiltWeek show, and we will see you there.